Welcome, race fans, to race number 2 of the Aasr in Season 4 here at Progressive Motor Speedway for the second Sharp Box Series race. Here, as you see, legendary last week's winner in Daytona with a new sponsorship and paint scheme. His brother, Mr. Brown, sponsored by Caterpillar in the Cup Series, and now his little brother has gained sponsorship from the Heavy Machinery Company. As you see the rest of the field, all the drivers, the 75 starting in the back half of the field after that DNF last week as we take the green flag here in Progressive. Three wide for the race lead is the Red Rocket. Down low, there's contact with the 24. Almost spun down the front straightaway. Mr. Brown's little brother continues to lead as we come to lap number 5. Ernie, the driver that DNF'd last week, had that horrible flip as we're racking down the backstretch. The 29, Disaster. Harry Johnson involved. Moose around. The 29 gathers it back up. The 100, the 36, that's Testicle. Moose, Don Geisel involved. Now here comes Vajati, Ernie, the 41 car, Red Rocket, Legendary. As they all come across the line, it'll be Ernie leading them back. So here, let's take a look at what happened. Oh, the 36 just pushed up. They all just got together. Man, the 36 just comes up the track into the 23, and they all make contact. Yep, just, the 51 had a huge save. See that? Let's watch on from his hood cam. He gets turned all the way sideways and gathers it back up. Sees his teammate wrecking in front of him. He gets tagged sideways, saves it. What a save by the 51. That could have been another bad finish to start his season, but we go back racing. Here in Progressive, it's Ernie in that Trans Am leading the field over Vajati and Balder White as we head down the front straightaway here in Progressive. You see behind us the Red Rocket. Made contact for the lead on lap number 1 as we head down into turn 1. The Drive-In Burgers Pontiac 4, Tism Tinglers Racing, the single car team this season in Sharpbox, potentially an expansion. Coming next season is Vajati. In the 4467, Chipotle Ford goes to the race lead, now down to the inside, but it's Carson and the Honda Ford going to the inside. Led a majority of the beginning of the Daytona 500. He's got speed on these super speedways as he's got Bendy Me Hover and Swift Sandy going 4 wide behind them as they come out of turn number 4. Here they come, about to hit the front stretch. Now, onto the front straightaway. They keep it straight. Swift Sandy and the M&M's Pontiac teammates with Don Geisel this year at Mars Racing, as now the 21 comes to the inside looking for the race lead on lap number 11 as we skip to the end of the lap. Here they come out of turn 4. Here they come. Oh, there's contact. The 24, winner last week around. Swift Sandy involved. Edward Wonder, spin down the front stretch. It's going to be some big damage on the 24. Let's take a look at the aerial cam. The 8 just came up the track into the 1 of King, into the wall. The 75 gets involved. Doesn't get much damage. The 100 and the 51 sneak by. We see Don Geisel. It's like on his onboard. Saw the wreck, got on the brakes. Good wreck avoidance from the 5-year-old. As we come, we're going to take a look on the helmet cam. The 24 just driving, gets tagged, and gets pretty heavy rear damage there. And I think he gets hit again. No, he gathers it back up. Luckily, he's in the playoffs as we go back racing. It'll just be a few laps to go here. 4 laps to go here in Progressive. It's been a crazy race so far, and one of the drivers involved in the first wreck, who caused the first wreck, it's Testicle in the Air Force Chevrolet. Here he comes to the back bumper of the Red Rocket as they go out of turn number 2 on the backstretch. He's going to have help. Does he go to the inside? Yes, he does. Looking on the inside, he's got Carson behind him. He's got Hugh Janus, Harry Johnson on the inside. Here comes the U.S. Army Chevrolet as they go for the lead. Tess Tickle now looking for the lead for the first time in his career. He'll lead lap number 17. 3 laps to go here in Progressive. A win locks you into the playoffs. Everybody wants to be locked into the playoffs. Nobody wants to be a loser in the Sharp Box Series. You're already a loser if you're in the Sharp Box Series, so you might as well win. And so somebody that wants to win is Carson. He goes to the inside 3 wide, but the 67 Viagra Dodge is almost looking 4 wide down the back straightaway. He's got Don Geisel on his back bumper, his teammate Balder White a couple cars behind as they head into turn 3. The 21 ripping that outside lane. Here they come, looking 4 wide, potentially for the race lead. Here they come, Tess Tickle, Carson, sideways or almost into each other as they head down the front straightaway. Harry Johnson, Cup Series driver Javier Holland, crew chiefing for this driver, for one of his drivers this season, and doing good. Here he's got his 2 of his cars, both the X Motorsports cars, on the inside lane working together, but they are still 4 wide. They're 4x4. There's contact up the track. Goes Tess Tickle into the door of the 21 as they head down the backstretch. Here they come. 2.5 laps to go. Or actually 1.5 laps to go as they come into turn 3 through 4 onto the front straightaway. The 67 and the 556 are side by side. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go as we head down the front stretch. The 2 X Motorsports cars working together on the inside. The 556 is clear up high, but here comes the 100 through the middle lane, getting a huge run, getting a little bit of a push from the 36. Now he clears up top. Now he goes to the top lane. What does the 41 do? He can't get up to push his teammate. He's got to run the inside line. Disaster, one of the runner-ups at Daytona, to the inside. They're 3 wide. Here they come through turn 3 into turn 4. It's going to be a 3 wide photo finish in Progressive. Who goes to victory lane? It's Don Geisel, the 5-year-old Cup Series winner, now Sharp Box winner. The Kit Kat Pontiac edges out the 2 X Motorsports cars to win and lock himself into the playoffs. What a move, what a win for the 5-year-old. 2 races this week, and we've got 2 brothers starting on the poles for each of their races. Mr. Brown gets his first pole of the season with his teammate Jay Diddy on the outside. You can see the 62, the 31, the 96, the 699. Bro D, miles per hour, Jay, and talk to Aiden, your Daytona 500 runner-up. Making up the top 10, you can see where the other drivers stack up. You see the 420 there up on the outside lane. Got a pretty good race in for us. Progressive always been a pretty chaotic track. We just saw it in the Sharp Box Series. You know, in the first 3 seasons, we've always had pretty decent racing here in Progressive. We have the new car this season, and we got 2 teammates for Snake Racing up on the outside. Snake Racing not having a fantastic Daytona 500. Maybe they could bounce back here. And something I want to point out is the driver starting 3rd. That's the Jonkler, won here in dominant fashion in Season 1, driving that same number 62 Dynaco Dodge. And it was a dominant performance. Could he repeat today? We'll have to find out. 20 laps later, we're going green in Progressive. The Jonkler gets to the lead on lap number 1 as we head down the front straightaway. They're already trying to go 4 wide as Ricky's all over the back bumper of the 62 as the Snake Racing cars head into turn 1 up on the outside. Working together, they're 4 wide in the pack. The 24, the 69, the 43, and the 9. 4 of the best drivers in the series, all wadded up 4 wide as we see Bro D, sophomore driver, going to the inside. So we have a little bit of glitch with the camera there. Bro D in the number 10 Red Bull Ford, finishing top 8 in the standings last year. Him and his teammate finishing 6th and 7th in the points. A fantastic season for Brody's team as we go in through turn 3. Could they continue their success into Season 4 as we head down the front straightaway across the line? It's the 62 out front. Could he dominate another progressive race and lock himself into the playoffs? Ricky right behind him. He's got his teammate miles per hour going into turn 1. Here they come. Here comes Ricky to the inside. Here he comes side by side with the 62. He's got his teammate to push him. We've seen these guys been absolutely awful teammates to each other in Season 1 at the Daytona Summer Race or the night race at Daytona. They work together better here, and now Miles looking for the race lead. Down into turn 3, they're almost side by side. As we come through the corner, they are still 4 wide throughout the field. You can just feel that a wreck is coming. Subtle foreshadowing. As we come through onto the front stretch, it'll be miles per hour leading lap number 3 as we head down the front straightaway. Now you can see Mike Oxlong, the lone DNFer at Daytona, come to the inside 3 wide to join 2 of his cars up at the front. The other Tism Tinglers racing car at the back, that's Javier Holland. He's been pretty decent on the super speedways as we come onto the back straightaway. They're still 4 wide. They're trying to go 5 wide in the back. Let's take a look at that. They were going 5 wide. The 57, the Daytona 500 winner T-Rex was in the middle of that. I don't know how they didn't wreck off turn 2. That's usually the problem spot as we come to the inside. Look who's making his way up 4 wide. Here comes the Jigster coming for the lead, but it's Big Squirter, Daytona 500 runner-up, because looking to turn his career around pretty much, and a good season here could save him from demotion. As we head down into turn number 1, they're still going 4 wide. They're looking 5 wide. It's Gabe Itch looking to the inside. Here he comes. They're 5 wide. This can't work. Rizzle McGee, defending champion. DeBoss in the middle of that. They're squeezing up. Here they come. Out of turn 2. There's contact up in the track. The 43 is around. They're all around. Big Squirter around. Miles per hour. DeBoss. The 420's involved. Into the wall hard. Spinning, it's Javier. Now, the 95 involved. Oh, the 420's up and over. Daytona 500 winner T-Rex tumbling down the back straightaway. Holy moly, let's take a look at this. Gabe Itch, who forced that issue, who caused the wreck, gets to the lead. Let's take a look at this. Let's look further up. We saw the 55. Oh, the 55 gets up the track. Looks like the 43 also came down into the 24, and they just all get collected here. I mean, when you're 5 wide, I mean, you got to expect a wreck. See Miles spinning, the 55, the 3. See if we can see what happens to the 420 here. Makes contact with the 9, comes up the track. Ooh, into his teammate, into the wall. Gets hit by the 96 and just goes up and over. Not the first time the 420's been upside down. He gets hit by the 62 here and goes tumbling down the back straightaway. Oh, and he gets hit in the rear axle. That's probably not good for his race car. For the Shaggin' Wagon, I don't know how well the Shaggin' Wagons are built. You'll have to ask T-Rex. But obviously went for a ride in Season 2 at Daytona in the night race. So not the first time the 420's been upside down. Let's take a look from Talk to Aiden's roof cam. He virtually made it through the race, and then he just got contact. He was trying to avoid the 57 there and just pretty much wrecked the 420. Let's take a look from T-Rex's helmet cam. Sees his teammate wrecking, sees the 43 get into him, who's sliding, gets into him, the 9 gets into him. He's just getting pretty much tossed around, and then he just goes for a tumble. So, not a good way to start off the second race of the season, obviously locked into the playoffs, and for the second week in a row. Man, that was fast. DeBoss and his crew, obviously his crew chief, crew chief, leading the pack onto pit road for the second week in a row. He's been on pit road a lot, probably more than he was in the entirety of Season 3 as he comes into his pit box. See the Gatorade crew getting to work. So you see the 699 Bro D miles per hour coming onto the pits as well. T-Rex is also in the pits. Had a bunch of damage. He's going to have to fix that as they come into their pit stalls. The 43 is going to be the first one out 2 weeks in a row. As we come, anybody else, the 699 gets out of his box. Waiting on the 95, he gets out the 10 as well. We're hearing the 420 has some rear end damage from that contact. He's got a bunch of right front damage from the wall contact, and he's got a bunch of rear end damage from the contact with the 62 when he was upside down. He's a lap down. He'll be starting on the inside and will be hecka slow. If I had to guess, the yellow flag about to be switched to the green flag. We're back racing here in Progressive, and it's Gabe Itch leading the pack with Beebs. Two-time winner already in his career. He's got 2 crown jewels, and he's only ran just over a season. Now, we got three sophomore drivers up here. The 99 of Demetrius DeMarcus up here as well. Talked to Aiden's looking for a top 3 spot with Mike Oxlong, Jay, Mr. Brown. As you can see, the 420 getting swamped right now up on the outside lane. Jay Diddy will go by. The 55, the 96 down low, the 1, and the 33 getting hung up. The 33, another driver that's trying to not get demoted, but, you know, with a 19th place average points finish, I don't know how he avoids demotion. As we come out of turn number 4 here, they go 4 wide. The 43 is not waiting around. He got some of that damage fixed. He's like, I am not getting stuck behind this frickin' lard up on the outside lane. That was mean. I shouldn't have said that. Here we come into turn 1. The 43, good move. Now gets up here as we are... No, they're 3 wide. Demetrius DeMarcus took the lead early in the Daytona 500 and ended up in the big wreck. Now he avoided the big wreck on lap number 4. And now is fighting for the lead it's actually 3 Dodges fighting for the lead. We got Mr. Brown. We got all the Snake Racing cars up here. Pretty good day for them. Good to see. We got the 55 and the 57. The pros up here doing pretty good. Any more Tism Tinglers Racing cars? You got Ricky, Miles, Mike Oxlong's up here. Javier's just hanging around in the back. Probably not a terrible strategy at a chaos-filled track like Progressive. Mr. Brown, the pole sitter, going to the inside, 3 wide, looking for the lead. He's going to have a push from Big Squirter out of turn 2. We're over halfway in this one. We knew Progressive was going to be a crazy one. But that first wreck, a lot of people didn't get crazy damage. We only had 5 people pit for repairs, so it was more of a shake-up wreck, but some of the guys that were in it, like the 55, the 9, the 699, they're all back up here fighting for the win. As we come onto the front stretch, Mr. Brown almost had the lead over Beebs, but he's getting an amazing push from fellow Dodges, Demetrius DeMarcus and Gabe Itch on the inside. You can take a look. It's the 699 and the 1. 2 of the Fast and Furious cars. Obviously, the 1, the Jigster, the owner of that team. As we come onto the back straightaway, here they come down the back. It's going to be 4 wide throughout most of the field. Here they come. They're looking 4 wide for the race lead. Here comes Haywood Jablomi down low, looking for the lead. 4 wide. He's got his teammate behind him, Javier and DeBoss, pushing them as well. Here they come. Haywood clear for the lead as they come onto the front stretch. Now, Haywood goes to the outside lane. The 3 Chevys down low, splitting. Now 4 wide. Now 5 wide again. Javier 5 wide on the very bottom. Are they going to wreck again? They're 4 wide for the lead. The Jigster's going to get it. They're squeezing up high. The 43, the 57, the 9. Making contact. There they wreck. Mr. Brown involved. Spinning down the back straightaway. Hard hits for a couple guys in Snake Racing. Just got fried right there. Big Squirter, of all people, is going to lead him back to the caution. Could he save his career? Let's take a look what happens. Oh, the 43 goes up the track. Oh, hard hit for the 04. Wow, the 24 just blew through there. Holy cow. Let's take another look on board the 9's roof cam. We've got pretty good angles from him today. And just nowhere to go for him. Sees his teammate wrecking, avoids him. Let's take a look from Rizzle McGee's roof cam. Defending champion. Let's take a look what he sees. He's like, full throttle through the wreck. Hits the 42 for no reason. But we're going to have a restart with just a couple laps to go. All the Snake Racing cars freaking pit to repair their damage. So another off week it looks like for Snake Racing. Not a good way to start off Season 4. The yellow flag about to be switched to the green one, and we are going to be racing for just a few more laps. We are going green again in Progressive, and it's Big Squirter out front fighting to stay, like we said, fighting to stay alive in the Cup Series. Could be demoted down to the Sharp Box Series, has an average points finish of 14.6, who I believe he shares the stat with, I believe, Big Tom, Haywood, Jablomi. I think they all share it. As we head down the backstretch, Javier Holland stayed in the back all day, got spun in the first wreck, didn't get any damage, hung in the back, missed that last crash, and is now fighting for his third career win. Went winless in Season 3, had kind of an off year, but now he's looking to lock himself into the playoffs. You got Big Tom, Ricky, the Jigster, the Jonkler, Big Squirter on the last lap, white flag in the air. Speaking of white, looking at the white monster car of Big Tom, got his first win at Kansas in a caution-shortened race due to that massive wreck. As we come through turn 1, Big Tom all over the back bumper of the 3 Chevrolet. Switched his number from 20 to 3. Still has Marines all over that race car as we head down the back straightaway, dead even. The 55 and the 3 side by side. The Sharp Box race was decided in a photo finish. It's looking like it'll be another one today. Here they come through turn 4 onto the front stretch. Who gets the win? Javier Holland for Tism Tinglers Racing is going to get his third career win. Javier locks himself in the playoffs. Third career win in the 3 car. Javier wins, and Big Squirter almost saves his career. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you next week.